The passport has been stamped and the bags have been unpacked. And Tyreek Hill has a lot of sleepless nights ahead of him as the Chiefs come home from Frankfurt with the dub. And ladies and gentlemen, we won this game without, and I repeat, without T Swift being in the house. We are the Indiana Chiefs fans, and we think Seattle should bench Geno.
Oh my God.
I'll explain that in a minute. Joining me tonight is three-time podcasting favorite, the one, the only Chico Noise, and one-time podcasting guru. It is the Chief, Phil Jordan. Gentlemen, welcome. Can you make that pinky any smaller?
No.
Welcome.
Karen.
It's flaccid. It's limp. What's going on, boys?
Don't they know about cold water?
I was in the pool.
That's such a great scene from Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah, we could go on. Seinfeld, How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, it's a long.
Yeah.
Speaking of, before we get into that, I just want to rebuttal the call guys from last week. Come on, Colton. What's up, man? You don't think that we can do an hour-long podcast after we lose a game? We spent the whole entire time talking about how bad we were against Denver, and it wasn't over an hour long. Chico, how long was it exactly?
An hour and 6 minutes.
We can definitely do a podcast longer than an hour if we lose a game. I mean,
it's easier to talk about it if we lose, I think, over an hour versus when we win, because we're all happy, and when we lose, we want to talk about it.
Well, for me, it's like, you talk about it a little bit and then you get frustrated, and I can see where you can, down. But my thought is that I don't see him chomping at the bit to do a Chicago Bear fan podcast. I mean, that would be like, what, 10 minutes long each episode,
Yeah.
We suck. Okay, move on. You could do interviews with the homeless guy, I suppose, but damn, man. And the other thing I want to point out, I Call Guys reviewed the Ahsoka series on Disney Plus, the Star Wars deal. And Colton's hatred of Sabine was really came prominent. But I am pretty sure that his hatred for her revolves around the fact that they're so much alike that they do just enough to get by. You watch just enough episodes of Rebels and whatever, Clone Wars, whatever, just to get by to be able to do the Ahsoka thing. So I think that's why he doesn't like her, because it reminds him, he looking in the mirror, he sees himself there. So
I could see that.
Chico, comments?
I got nothing. The cancer that is the Swifties.
I want to know, did Sydney hear that he called her a cancer?
Yes, she did.
And do you have a response from her, or is that something that needs to come only in person later down the line?
Probably only in person.
Fair enough. Will you be jumping out the old camera phone to video that when she?
Yes.
Okay. And
when she rips him a new one?
Yes, as well as she should. Listen, man, I am not a Taylor Swift fan. I never have been. I have not been.
Liar.
It's true. He hasn't. He's never liked Taylor Swift. It's like she's on the radio. Turn that off.
Yep. I don't listen to her, and I only play her when I DJ if the bride requests it. And I've been to a couple of them where they're like, "No, we want Taylor Swift, and you need to play it." And I'm like, "Okay, it's what you want." I don't put it in my list.
So the 3-hour movie's out, or live concert?
I told Bobby the other day, I was like, I'd like to see it just to see all the shit that she does, because I hear it's amazing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, even if you're not a fan of the music, the showwomanship, is pretty good. So
now,
that's what I heard.
Did you hear that that she's given all season ticket members a free show in Arrowhead. Yeah, November 31st. It's going to be a little chilly, but all season ticket members get a free ticket, and she's putting on the show back in Arrowhead, November 31st. I read it. It's on the internet.
Yeah,
got to be true.
Definitely true, man. Everybody show up. I'm willing to give my tickets away to anyone who wants to go November 31st.
Or wants to buy them.
Yeah, I mean, they're for sale.
There you go.
Send him a little hand-drawn.
And Jeremy, in all honesty, 2 people forwarded that to me thinking I might want tickets as a season ticket member. And I'm like, thank you for this Taylor Swift reminder that I get these tickets for free.
That's funny shit. November 31st.
Yeah, look it up, people. November 31st.
Yep.
I'll leave it at that.
How's life in the house with the baby there, Chico?
It's good. Everything's good. It's been hasn't really been a roller coaster yet, so I'm gonna hold it there and call it good.
You guys are still on the incline of that roller coaster. Hold on.
Yeah, I know.
Your days are coming.
That's okay.
We were up there tonight before we recorded the show and visited. It's like the only time this week that I'm gonna have a little bit of space of time, so made sure to get the rocker chick up there so she could see the grandbaby. And yeah, she's adorable, man. She was wide awake and yeah, pretty crazy.
We'll have to make it down once you have an opening there, Gunner. We don't want to intrude on people that are flying in, stuff like that. So
yeah, I'll let you know.
All right.
That's what we try to do, and it's like the night before. It's like, anybody coming around tomorrow night? Okay, we're gonna come up for a little bit. Yeah, with Sarah's parents being so far away, I mean, when they are able to come in, I hate taking time away from them because they do travel a lot farther. We're a lot closer, and it's a little bit easier for us to get up there whenever. And yeah, she's holding her head up already, Phil.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's a monster.
I'm telling you, she told me today she's starting to cut teeth and she's ready for a hot dog.
Oh my gosh! By the way, do you guys see my video glitch, or is it just on my screen?
I see it.
I thought I'd seen it a couple times, a little flicker, but
yeah, I keep seeing this little quick flicker.
Yeah,
little quick flicker.
The IT guy's machine is acting up.
It's that damn AI that they put into this thing.
ID10T error going on.
Yeah, yeah. Or short between the keyboard and the floor.
Yeah. Let me explain I was on the phone with the Skywalker a little bit ago, and he goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm writing up my intro for Chiefs fans." He's like, "Put in there, Seattle needs to bench Geno," so that's why you guys got that.
Yeah, 13 and 28 for 157 yards.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was going on there. I was like, this is odd.
I mean, Seattle needs to put something together.
Well, so does Denver. So the Bears. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I was actually rooting for the Jets last night, oddly enough, just because I don't want to see our division rival win any games at any point. But whatever, I knew they were going to win anyway. But
yeah.
It was still fun. Makes it fun.
Well, I am so far behind. I don't have any stats or anything up. So Chico, I'm going to rely on you for stats tonight. I'm just going to sit here and just talk some football. So let's get into this.
So 185 passing yards for Patrick.
I can pull up and share screen that way.
No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I think we should chit chat about the game.
Want to talk about the game a little bit first?
Hell yeah. Who doesn't? Because we got some work to do the whole game. And Tyreek's never going to sleep. I don't know how many times.
1 rush for 3 yards, 8 catches for 62. No tutties.
No tutties.
Actually, he did. He gave us one.
No, that's true. That's true. He gave Cook a.
So So in retrospect, as we look at the Tyreek trade, which was what every mother trucker talked about all week leading up to this game, who
Absolutely.
won, who came out ahead. Well, evidently we did, because the guy that got the touchdown was one of the picks, I believe, right, that we got from the Tyreek trade.
Well,
So,
I do believe that Trent McDuffie, who actually stripped the ball from Tyreek, was
oh,
the
that's
first
I'm
the
thinking.
first
Okay,
pick. But I'm pretty sure that Brian Cook falls into that also, in part of those picks in that trade.
so to all the haters of the Chiefs, and the Miami organization, and let Tyreek sit there and run his mouth. We'll meet you again, and we'll beat you again. That's all I'm saying. I mean, they held him in check. Did you see the post game conversation that Tyreek had?
I did not see the
By chance?
Tyreek one.
Yeah, he's like, man, you guys really played out, man. I mean, he was being good, and
Right.
giving them props. So to our defensive backs, and he's like, man, you guys had a game plan. So I'll give him credit for manning up to that. But he's already saying, next game we're gonna dominate. I'm like, dude, if there is a next game, it'll be at Arrowhead. It won't be in Miami. And the only peace sign you're going to get is out the door. We say, peace, see you later.
Saw something.
Well,
I think I saw a meme that said he said Tua has a noodle arm now or something.
I mean, credit our defense, man. That's all I got to say.
absolutely, absolutely. But I want you guys to also think that Miami has not beat a team that is over 500 this season. All their wins come with losing teams, and I don't mean like loser teams. I'm just saying that they're under 500. They've got a couple wins here and there, and so every one of Miami's losses come from teams that are over 500, winning teams. Buffalo, Kansas City now. So it just goes to prove that as good as everybody thinks Miami is, yeah, they're good against not good teams.
And I believe their schedule, I don't know if you can pull it up, Gunner. I believe their schedule has a lot of winning teams on it coming up because, they have similar schedules, as the Chiefs or Buffalo or Cincinnati, right? Because we were all in the playoffs last year.
Right.
So if I remember seeing that graphic correctly, or I might be thinking about a different game.
Yeah, they've got the Raiders, the Jets, the Commanders, Titans, Jets.
Okay, it was a different team then. So
Cowboys, Ravens, Bills.
They'll lose those three at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Who they got? Cowboys, Bills, and Jets at the end of the year?
Cowboys, Ravens, Bills.
Oh.
And the Jets before that.
Right, Rob.
Well, the Jets might give them a run. Jets aren't slackers all the time.
No,
They have. Last night was horrible. 4 turnovers, I think, any given Sunday. But yeah, I mean,
yep, absolutely.
I did hear them talk about that, Jeremy, about them winning against teams that have less than 500. So,
right.
And we started out like freaking just balls to the wall. Then we stalled, and then we went balls to the wall. Then it was halftime. I mean, I just wish the Chiefs would be consistent. Balls to the wall. Not.
What is your takeaway on that first drive compared to what they did in the rest of basically the first half? And my reason is I have a take that I come up with. And it's, I mean, in my mind, it's what every team strives to do, and they did it in that first drive. They gave the ball to Pacheco. He ran. Now, what was Pacheco's average? His average per carry.
He was 16 for 66 with a 9 long. So I don't know what his average was exactly.
Oh, it doesn't come up on there. Usually they give an average of what it is, 4 or 5 yards to carry. But they separated it up. Pacheco ran. Pacheco, one or two, and then they
4.
threw the ball.
Yeah.
And then they had, Rice had a couple nice ones in the middle of the field. Watson had a few nice ones throughout the game, but my point is that first drive they went 50-50 on it. They ran the ball, they threw the ball, they threw the ball, they ran the ball, and it kept Miami at a like, okay, what are they going to do? And then they started getting into, oh, well, we're going to throw the ball. Well, here we go, 3 now. Here we go, 3 now.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. If you have a formula that's working against the team, then use it. I mean, if Pacheco's going to get 9 yards every fucking carry or, close to it, then why are you not running the ball? Run the ball, run the ball. I understand that they'll figure that out and they'll shut it down and then you throw the ball. I just don't understand Andy Reid's thinking in all this. And I sure as shit don't fucking understand why we're third and 1, under 2 minutes to go. All we got to do is get a first down. We're damn close to running the clock out, and they throw the fucking ball 50 yards down the goddamn field.
Yep, that should have been a run play, and I think Andy said that was on him.
I'm tired of it being on him. Fucking man up, dude, and fucking make the right call. Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come
now
on,
I'm pulling my hair out, throwing shit. I'm about half lit up on German beer.
So would McKinnon have 2 rushes for 1 yard?
Yeah.
I
One,
believe
one
that's
for
what I was
2.
saying.
Oh man, I was like, stop for the love of God.
They ran him on
yeah.
they ran him on like a first down though. It wasn't a third down.
I don't care. I don't want to run on the ball, but he did get a play action pass later. That's what.
Yeah, and it was a nice one and went for a fucking tutty, right?
Yeah, it was
17.
a good one.
Yeah, it was a damn good one. Cleared a big hole. Yeah, they was beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice to see the, in the first, like you said, series, we moved the ball to different receivers, we rushed, and then I don't know, then we got into Marty ball, I'll say, kind of, sort of. I hate to bring that term back up, but Marty Schottenheimer, rest in peace. But
God bless you.
Let's do something that's unpredictable, like you said, not predictable. I mean, regardless, we got the dub. I mean, that's what counts in the end.
Absolutely. But, and we got the dub off of a beautiful strip of Tyreek. And a heads up from McDuffie to Edwards, from Edwards to Cook. And way to be thinking about, the strategy of the game and what you can do to advance that ball even farther. And
it was beautiful.
Yeah, and now it's just everywhere. You see it in every fucking post on Facebook is that strip and touchdown.
So my only hope coming out of this game, to be honest, is that we finally put a nail in the coffin of they can't do it without Tyreek. For the love of God, we've now played them. We outsmarted them. We outplayed Tyreek. We took the ball away from them. NFL community, stop talking about the Chiefs needing Tyreek. End it.
One of the other takeaways is that, and I read this in an article. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, that the snap counts. We talked about this last week. Sky Moore's snap count. They almost cut that in half in this game. Him and Tony. I think Tony only had maybe 8 or 10 snaps. I mean, I don't think he was targeted more than once or twice.
Once.
So Rice, Watson, were the top in the snap count. I don't know how many times was Rice targeted.
2.
Just the 2.
Huh. I thought it was more than that for some reason.
I did too, but Mahomes likes to spread the ball, but I'm just saying that, I think they realize that Sky and Tony are not going to be the receivers that they're looking for. So they brought their snap count down and brought these other guys up. And do we know why Allaire was not in the game? why P. Ryan was in there.
Yeah.
Did anybody hear?
No.
I haven't heard anything on it. Not even press conferences. I don't know.
I was just curious.
Trade capital for the end of the year. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I just
Keep
thought it
him
was a little
healthy.
strange that he wasn't there.
Just say keep him healthy. I don't know. That'd be my only guess.
Could be. Chico, takeaways from Sunday. Sunday morning early as we were in Frankfurt, Germany. Somebody just about missed the game.
Not me. I was wide awake, ready to go.
I was not wide awake.
The first half was great. Played aggressive. We hit that first drive. I think it was 4 or 6 receivers. I don't remember, but it was great. It was good football. I was so ready for that to be every drive after that first drive. I was like, this is gonna be. We're just gonna blow them out of the water at that point. And then we just did what we've been doing. Just kind of slowed down, tried to hold our lead, and made for some boring second half football. But the whole thing with Hill getting stripped and us returning that for touchdown, that was worth every moment of the game. So
absolutely.
But yeah, like Phil said, it was a win, and it was a good win, and I was happy. So.
Well, I mean, definitely a solid win. We never were trailing in that game whatsoever.
No. At halftime, was it 21-0 at halftime?
Yes. Yeah, the first time Miami's been shut out.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long they talked about, but
this is the team that put up 70 points against Denver, who beat us last week.
Can't do that math, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any given Sunday, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I will say I did my part. I did get my German beer. I think it was called something like Hell's something, HELLS. It was decent, but man, being hungover and trying to drink a beer.
I think I got get rid of a hangover.
I know, but not for me. I'm not that kind of person. The hair of the dog, but I did drink half of it, and it was a larger can, so I did all right. Jeremy, I know you got 2 down, I think, right?
I followed off two of those bad boys, and enjoyed every drop of them. To be honest, but yeah, I cracked it open in the first at the kickoff and had it finished off before the end of the first half, and I was like, I think I shall have another. Now, for me to drink beer at 9:30 in the morning,
that's crazy.
It's a little odd, but
hey, you just tell yourself, well, it's 3:30 in Germany, so
that's exactly what I told myself.
So what'd you drink, Jeremy?
What was it? It's a wise, and I don't even know the name of it, to be honest. It's a Hefeweizen beer, but it was a why I can't name the name of it. Brother Dan left a 4-pack here because he loves the German beer, and the crab beer that I talked about last week is one that he had and I tried and really, really liked. So I knew that when he left that in my fridge, I'm like, I'm going to enjoy that. And what a perfect opportunity to drink while early Sunday morning as the Chiefs take on the Dolphins in Germany.
I'm pretty sure I didn't need to drink. I think I was still drunk from the night before, but nonetheless, I gave it the whirl. And I remember, I think on the can it said the world's oldest brewery. It was like 1084 when they were established. I guess I don't know, but I liked it. It was a decent beer.
Chico, did you drink beer on Sunday morning?
I did not.
Oh hell!
I had a Krabby Kolsch in my fridge, and I looked at it and said, "I'm good."
Hold on. So you let the hungover person had to drink half of one.
Hey, to be fair, I didn't know. I didn't know either one of you. Well, I knew you were drinking, but I didn't know Phil was drinking.
Yeah, that was
his homework. Remember?
That's true.
You failed. You failed. That's an automatic.
Right. It wasn't my homework.
That's an automatic disconnect.
Hey, we still got the dub. It doesn't matter. It's all good.
No, I agree.
So that's my takeaway from the opening drive to the rest of the game, pretty much. I mean, there was some highlight drives in there, but I think they really need to sit down and watch that first drive tape and then really kind of work that back in. I mean, Pacheco is doing amazing as a runner. Is he the greatest runner we've had in Kansas City? I mean, we've had some pretty great ones with Jamal Charles and Marcus Allen and not that Marcus did a ton of
Priest Holmes.
yardage when he had it. Priest Holmes is another great one we've had. I mean, even Larry Johnson had one really good season. But Pacheco is really good compared to what we've had the last couple of 3 years, and it's good to have him and let's put him to use. Good Lord, guys, come on, run him a couple times and throw it. Just don't get it. It just pisses me off.
He had 16 carries for 66 yards. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
could have had more, but should have had more.
There was a couple times where he could have had a little bit less, but his offensive lineman come in and just like basically picked him up and carried him across the first down marker.
Well, I think he had like 3 or 4 on him and was still going for it, and then pretty much half the defense was there because even the announcers are like, he's taking the entire defense with him. I was like, you go, Pacheco.
Well, if you go back and if you would happen to see when they slowed that down and when they were reviewing it, all you seen is Pacheco's legs just churning.
Going like this.
Yeah, just churning. It's like, damn, man.
And all the defensive guys say, why can't we get him down?
Oh,
I'm just glad that game's over behind us. We move forward. We got the bye week. Get them reacclimated back to the U.S. and go on to our next endeavor. But yeah, enjoy your week off, players and coaches.
Get that bye week rest, practice, watch film.
Yep.
Use your brain.
Figure out how to stop the brotherly shove.
Text Tyreek and with a laughing emoji.
There's your homework. Everybody get on Twitter or X or whatever the hell he gets on and just send him a fucking laughing emoji. with the little
and then one with the sleeping emoji right next to
it. Yeah. I also saw another one of the funny ones like I've seen before of him back in the hotel room wiping off the picture of Patrick Mahomes laying in the bed.
Petting on his pillow next to him.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. But I've seen similar ones to that. But yeah, anytime you get some good memes, it's fun.
Absolutely. All right, Gunner, walk us through it.
See, Sunday, 9:30 a.m., Frankfurt, Germany. The Chiefs took on the Miami Dolphins. The final score of 21-14, Kansas City. We were once again. This is like our third week in a row. We just need to say, all right, we're not going to score it all in the second half. Pretty much.
And that'll be the week. And that'll be the week where it's like 41 points.
Yeah, exactly. Chief took it with 30-27, 22-point difference. We were in the 30s. So,
but I think he needs a deduction for overtime.
OT. Yeah, I thought about that. But this was the difference in how far away we were. Mahomes had 185 yards. Golden Jay took that with 268. Chief and I were in the 300s there. He had 2 touchdowns. Chief took that with 3. Kelsey had 14 yards.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. The whole first half I'm looking at Sarah like, is Kelsey even there?
Yeah, that poor guy got doubled and triple teamed the whole entire game. They took him completely out of that game.
Hey, they left Watson and Gray open, so that's all that matters.
That's right.
Yep.
He had no touchdowns, so Chief and I took point there. Golden Jay took the yards point. Receivers, most yards we had Rice, MVS, and Rice. It was actually Gray, and then MVS had the next most. Not the next most, but the most of what we guessed here. Longest pass play was 34 to Noah Gray. I didn't write that in there, but Chief took that with 39. Defense, interceptions and sacks, we had 0 interceptions. And how many sacks do we have?
I was thinking 3.
I think it was 3. Yeah, 3. So yeah, so Chief took 1, I took 1. Let's see, most sacks. Man, I must have not been paying attention when I was doing this. I think none of us got it right. I think that's why I didn't give us any points because
Okay.
Jones didn't have any.
Yep.
And George didn't have
Karlaftis
any.
had George didn't have any.
Nope, none.
Right.
Wharton had 1, Watson had 1, and Leo Chanel had 1.
Nice.
So it was dispersed a little bit. So then we have Butt being perfect, and he was. And Taylor Swift was not there.
All right, that's a better week.
Yeah, so Chief with 8 this week, Golden Jay with 3, me with 4. Brings over overall season totals 52 and 52 and 60.
Damn.
Right, up to you, Golden Jay.
Got up.
Well, I'm going to implement a new rule going into we'll start this new rule next week.
Okay.
And it will be based off of this pick right here. The winner, which in this case is the Chief, will be the first to pick while we go down through the ranks, so that the Chief cannot go, I'm going to underlie everything everybody does.
It worked.
Pull the.
It worked. Absolutely, it worked. But
some points back.
You got your points back. But now, next time, you have to go first, and we all get to pick an underline.
All right. That's fine. That's fine. I'll go first next week on the Philly game.
Absolutely.
I
was thinking about that this week.
I also want to say Hardman did not muff a punt, so that's good.
Yeah, amen.
And he had what, 2 catches, I think.
He had 3 catches per. Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
He was 3 for 3. So hey, I'll take it. JC Penny, make it count.
I was just gonna say that, Gunner. Seriously, you took my thunder on that page.
Well, we go into the bye week, so we don't really have to preview anything. Who does Philly have this coming weekend? Anybody have any idea?
Oh, Philadelphia.
No clue.
Yeah.
They have. Are they on bye also?
Yes, we both. Oh no, I thought
they already had their bye week, but I could be wrong.
Nope, they are also on bye.
Oh shit! What is Nick's percentage coming out of a bye week? Because I know Andy's is actually relatively high wins per losses, but was that Soriani? I think Nick Soriani is the head coach for Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy's done a great job with Philadelphia. I mean, what a great piece together team, going out and getting AJ Brown and all that. It's pretty amazing what they've done with what he's done with the Philadelphia team, especially after. Oh, what is it? Doug? Is it Doug
Peterson?
Yeah, Doug Peterson. Is that right? It was the coach before. He's a Jacksonville coach now, I believe. He done some really good things with them too, and then Soriani just come along and kind of really taken him to the next level, got him to the Super Bowl last year, and so yeah, I think that Monday night is going to be a tough game, and rightfully so. Philly and Philly fans are a little pissy over the whole fucking Super Bowl loss, and they're going to be out looking for some blood. So
yeah, my friend or sergeant from the military, when he was harassing me at halftime that we're going to lose in the Super Bowl because he's a Philly fan, and I said, just wait. Then when we started winning, I texted him. He never texted me back.
So one of my buddies out in California, who's from Indiana, huge Eagles fan, and there's a video of him, and it's like the downfall of an Eagles fan during the Super Bowl. In the whole first half, he's like going crazy, jumping up and down, and then the whole second half, he's just laying there on the couch with his hands over his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, what an amazing Super Bowl that turned out to be. What an amazing day for Golden Jay. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I know. You did
Hear it every
three-
time we talk about Super Bowl.
Yeah, I won this. I
Best
found
Sunday
out
of my
about
life.
yeah.
Best Sunday of my life. Best
Could've
Super
been.
Bowl Sunday. How's that?
Yeah. I'll roll with that.
Although the 50-year drought and that win against San Francisco is still a pretty great fucking Sunday.
Yep.
That's all I get. Yep.
I was just about to say JCPenney.
Jeremy's
It's
like,
terrible.
thanks for the support, you bastards.
Yeah. The Gunner's looking something up. Phil's on his phone. This is
I'm
what
looking at this.
podcasting's
I'm
all
looking at
about.
this Eagles schedule and
I
kind of
just
looking to
got
see
a
what they're
text.
playing.
My brother texted me on some FanDuel bet.
Oh. So you're looking at the
So,
Eagles, what?
They just the
Schedule.
Eagles schedule through the rest of the season. They got a pretty. They got the Niners. They've got us. They've got the Bills. And then they got the Giants and the Seahawks, Cardinals, and the Giants again. So
oh my God.
Yeah,
How do
they're
you get a schedule like theirs? Let's end the season against
Well, I mean, we've kind of
200.
had that schedule because the Giants are in their division.
Mhm.
They still got to play the Bills, and I know the Bills are having some issues. I'm not sure what those issues are, but yeah, they're looking at the Bills are actually looking at a really rough schedule the West way out. So, and they just got stomped by Cincinnati, I believe.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't know who was going to win that game, to be honest, because Josh Allen tends to show up on the big games. So when the game started, I was like, it's anyone's game. And
right.
Yeah, that was quickly squashed.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at our division, and we play those. We play all those guys twice. So I mean,
Well,
we kind of do have that schedule.
But that's not
all.
our fault. We got to have Arrowhead West. We got to have Arrowhead, Northwest.
You really, the Arrowhead West is like calling Arrowhead Burrowhead.
No, because I didn't call any stadium.
Every stadium in the West is Arrowhead West.
Okay,
We own you. Hey, we are. Any of you AFC teams out there, we own you at the moment.
Well, again, what's buried at the, underneath the Raiders stadium is a Chiefs Super Bowl flag, and the poor guy got fired for it, but he got rehired because his union said can't do that.
You can't fire him for that.
No.
I mean, he just laid the flag next to Jimmy Hoffa. It's fine.
Yeah, wouldn't it be awesome to play the Raiders and they change the dome to the Chiefs?
the big big
spear. The spear.
Yeah, well, like someone like hacks into it or so, you know what I mean? Hacks in or just is a secret Chiefs fan, and then can you imagine that in the middle of a Raiders home game? Oh God, the spear just looks like a Chiefs helmet.
When I was out there in January? Does that sound about right?
Yeah,
January, February. That thing was still like just the structure. They built that so fast after I got out of there. And that thing is awesome. It's massive.
The outside of it's all LCD or some kind of, But I tell you what, man, imagination went into that stadium.
It's crazy.
Give them credit for that. I mean, it fits right in Vegas.
I would love to fly in and see that from the sky.
Not if it's a big eyeball staring at you.
Yeah.
So it fits in Vegas. The stadium fits in Vegas. The fans fit in Vegas for Raiders because they're ass clowns anyway. So they just fit all together.
Yeah. So I have a question for you there, Emperor.
Oh shit! Here we go.
We're going into a bye week.
Uh-huh.
What's our subject for next week?
Oh,
the game.
Just the predictions.
Well, we can talk about the game or whatever. We can talk about our trip.
Oh
yeah, we'll probably talk about that. Even though for me it's going to be a little bit fast trip. Drive out Sunday, hang out Monday, go to the game, drive back Tuesday. What day you guys coming back?
Most likely Tuesday also. So
okay,
I don't know. Most likely though.
Right on. Yeah, so we'll be trying to get back in time to record this podcast. It's gonna be a tough one.
I didn't think
We
about
can
that.
always
But
record
yeah.
on Wednesday if needed. I can
True.
always edit on a Wednesday night.
Or Thursday, first thing in the morning, like
Yeah.
at 6 a.m.
Well, I'll be out. I'm at work.
No,
I'll be
no,
recording at work.
At 6
no,
a.m.
no,
5
because
5 a.m.
ladies and gentlemen, that is Thanksgiving Day that you're talking about Thursday morning.
Oh yeah, we can record on Thursday morning.
Oh yeah, we can record Thursday morning.
We could. I've got the grandkids, so Wednesday nights can be tough, but yeah,
When
we'll
we get-
figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get there. We'll
Or
keep
we
a
just-
track of our time.
All right. Or we can do it when we get back after the game. All hyped up.
There you go. Let's record it now.
Hey, Jeremy, I don't care if it's 11 p.m. Get your ass up.
Let's record a podcast. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Gotta
good
have
one.
Got to have your priorities.
That's right. I do have my priorities.
Get a
What?
good interview while you guys are out there this time.
Yeah, I haven't done any this year.
No, I have not. Well,
I
I
mean-
mean, I've only been there once.
The
You've only
mics
been
are
there a
in the
couple
truck.
times. No, good. They're still in the box.
Mhm. Haven't even touched them. They just go like this in the back seat, I think.
There you go. That's good for them.
Yeah, speaking of going like this in the back seat, my truck is still not fixed. So,
Uh-huh. Are you gonna go get a new yeah, I don't we'll talk about that later. So yeah, next week we need to figure out what we're talking about. So we will be discussing the upcoming trip and the Philly game and what we did on our I don't know. We can have something. I'll get with you. I'll let you know.
yeah. I wanted to say one thing before I forget. This is veterans. It's Veterans Day is coming up. You know, to anyone that served, died, gave their life. You know, myself being ex-army. You know, I did rep with the
There you go.
Ammo.
So I just want to throw out Happy Veterans Day. Additionally, it is Indigenous People Month. So to all my fellow Indigenous people, celebrate your culture and spread the word of, you know, what our culture is.
Nice.
The whitest Indian you'll ever meet.
Well,
Sorry, man. Sorry, man. That's our
It's all
standing
good.
joke right there. That's our standing joke.
I know. Trying to say I need some tanning salon action or something.
Yeah, you should definitely go get a spray tan.
Oh my gosh. I like the one that Tim Allen got on that one movie. I just can't remember the name of it.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
I was like, what the hell?
Oh,
No. But yeah, it was good. But yeah,
Gotta love
just celebrate both of those occasions this coming week and month. So
right on. Right on, right on. Well, I don't have anything else. You guys want to talk about anything else from this last weekend?
No.
we can go over Saturday night, but it's going to be a longer show. No, we really did have a good time, but it did make my Sunday. So I knew I had to be up, you know, get my coffee, you know, and the game was going to start at 9:30. For those, I was in Eastern time zone this time.
Yeah, but he thought he was. He forgot he was in Eastern. He still thought he was in Central.
Yeah, so I'm laying in the guest room, you know, Karen and I'm sitting there and I'm like, fuck, the sun's out. Hun, I look at my watch. It's dead. I tap Karen. I'm like, hun, what time is it? She goes, oh, my watch is dead. Next thing, I fell asleep. I literally fell asleep like within 10 seconds of that. Because I was like, well, I better get up and check. And I was like, I fell asleep, woke up. I don't know how long it was between checking watches and waking up, but I think it was a good amount of time because I felt much more rested. Go downstairs and I look at the microwave. It says 9:22. I'm like, fudge, the game. I missed like an hour of it already. And then I start making the coffee real fast. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm in Eastern. I got 7 minutes. I run out to turn the TV on. They get the game. I'm like, and right as they're the ladies talking on the sidelines right before kickoff. There's like, Chiefs will receive the ball. I'm like, yes. And for all of you that are wondering about Karen, she made it, I would say, roughly halfway through the fourth quarter. So, and mind you, being that we came from the Central Time Zone, we got 2 extra hours of sleep. If you
If you think about it, yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of my little funny tidbit about the game, but I did make it in time. I did try the hair of the dog, as I mentioned. So that's all I'm adding to the end of the podcast here.
Nice.
Oh, that's good stuff. 2 extra hours of sleep and still just about missed it.
Well, I know when I went to bed, everybody went up before me. I looked at the clock and it said 3. So, and I think that's after the clock tripped. Going back in time.
It is.
So I drank another 2 hours or 3 hours basically. So, but they went to bed around 2ish, so they weren't. I mean, it's not like I just stayed up. But anyway, I thought it was a little funny on myself, thinking the game had already started. It didn't, and anyway, welcome to Phil's world.
Phil's world. Party on.
3 a.m. Excellent.
Well,
Drinking beer.
They used to call us that at the campground, Mr. and Mrs. 3 a.m. So, yeah, got to live up to it, man.
That's better than Mr. 30 Seconds, which was his other nickname.
Hey, man, it's all good.
It's all good.
As long as I'm happy.
It's true. All right, guys. Well, I need to get out of here. And we want to thank you for listening to Indiana Chiefs fans talk about the big win in Germany against the team that we were supposed to lose to if you listen to all the experts. So thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
That reminds me, only one person picked us to win that game.
Yep.
Was it Irvin?
No, it was Kim.
I was trying to remember who it was. Okay. So
yeah.
Suck it.
That is correct. All right. Well, from our little slice of Chiefs Kingdom right here in the great state of Indiana, I just have one question for you. How about those Chiefs? Later.
Thank you for listening to the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podbean, any of your favorite podcast sites. Be sure to watch us on YouTube. Just search for the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. Also, check us out on Facebook for any updates on the Chiefs and all of our weekly posts. You can find us at facebook.com/INChiefsFansPod. Finally, go check out our Golden Mojo Entertainment website at goldenmojoent.com. You can find information about your 3 favorite hosts and all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment family. Those podcasts include The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, The United States of Paranormal, The Golden 80s Podcast, The Murdnerds, and A Court of Books and Booze. Thank you for tuning in, and how about those Chiefs?